Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today, obviously, as you can tell, we're going to be doing a Marvel's Avengers game, all heroes ranked on Tiermaker. So obviously, if you do enjoy this video, please like and subscribe, and tell us who your favourite Avengers game character is. But if you do want to play with us on the Avengers game on PC, or we can play on Xbox as well. Those are the two that we can play on. Send us a message on either the Nerd Guys Instagram or Marvel Central Instagram. I'll put them both in the description so you can follow us and message us to play with us. And yeah, and tell us obviously who your mains are in the comment section, or just message us your mains. So if you do enjoy this video, like I said, please like and subscribe, and let's get into it. So the Avengers game, I think is an amazing game. Some people don't like it, some people like it. It's one of them games where some people dislike it, some people like it. I think it's a good game. I think the story is good. I think how they do the online story into obviously the online is good. I think the DLC of Black Panther is good, and obviously how they brought in Clint Barton and Kate Bishop. I think that was very cool how they did that. And overall, I think this game is amazing, and the characters in this game also are very amazing. So obviously we're going to start off with Black Widow, or aka Natasha Romanoff, and I really do like her. She's probably my third character that I use. I think she's amazing. Her guns, obviously they are very useful in long range combat and sometimes in close range, but her abilities are amazing. Her staff that she has, that is very overpowered. I was very surprised by her. I thought, when I first went into it, I thought that she would be a character that I would not use at all, but it turns out that I do actually use her most of the time, and that she is a character that is very usable if you can use her in the right way, and her skins are actually pretty cool, like her Red Room outfit, or the one from Black Widow. She does have other skins, but I can't remember. That's the only one I can remember from the top of my head. But Natasha Romanoff, I'm going to put her in A, because she is my third character that I use, but still, either way, I think she is an amazing character. Now on to Captain America, or Steve Rogers, and in the game, obviously, at the start of the story, on A-Day, obviously the Avengers feel guilty. They obviously think that he dies, obviously, in A-Day from, obviously, the explosion of the helicarrier, or obviously the Chimera. But obviously, I think his story was amazing. Obviously, he comes back in the last stages of the story, right near the end when they go to fight MODOK. But I do think Captain America in this game overall is a very solid character to use. Obviously, most people do use Captain America. I think his shield is amazing. His abilities also are very good. Obviously, there's the Infinity War skin that came out recently. I thought it's an okay skin. Obviously, overall, the detail on it does look very similar. But it would have been cool to see his vibranium shield that he has in Infinity War. Then that would just top it off, and probably would have been one of the best skins that obviously Captain America has. But in my opinion, he has better skins. But obviously, overall, I think Captain America is he is my second used character in the game, and I think he's amazing, and that's why he's an S, because he's just overpowered and he can do a lot in the game, and he's very useful in a lot of scenarios. So now we're on to Clint Barton, or Hawkeye, obviously, as people know him as. Obviously, I don't use him much. I think his storyline was good with Kate Bishop. I think obviously the DLC that we got, or the mission. I do think Clint Barton in this game is good. Obviously, I don't use him that much, but for some people he might be good. For me personally, I don't really like him. I'm not really good with arrows or bow and arrows, obviously some people might be really good with him. It's just who you prefer and who you do really well as, and for me personally, I don't do very well with Clint Barton or Hawkeye. I don't do very well with him, which is why I'm going to put him in C, not because I don't use him that much, so I can't really judge him properly, but what I've seen from him, I'm not that fond of him, so that's why he's in C. Now we're on to Hulk. Obviously Hulk is a character that the story is heavily based on, along with obviously Miss Marvel and Iron Man. I think them three are the main ones that the story is mainly based on. So obviously, Hulk in this game, he is very, very obviously usable and strong, obviously, as we know. I think he's a good character in the game. He's got some cool skins as well, to be honest. But overall, I don't use him that much. Obviously, in the story, you do use him at the start a lot. But his abilities do get overused quite a lot. Well, not overused, but they do get quite repetitive, and they do get boring sometimes. Obviously, I don't use him that much anymore, but I did at the start of the game when you had to. So in my opinion, Hulk is probably going to go in B, because he is overall, he is a usable character, and people do love him in that way, and I know that he is very usable, and in most scenarios, he is very strong. Well, he is a good character in most scenarios, but I do personally think that there is better characters in this game, and I do think Hulk's abilities are repetitive. So now we're on to Iron Man, or Tony Stark, and in this game I think he is amazing. I think better than Hulk, and I think I use Black Widow more than I use Iron Man, but I'm not too sure. I think Iron Man's got some very cool abilities, some cool skins as well. Obviously the story, like I said a second ago with Hulk, the story is heavily based on him as well. So I think I'm going to put Iron Man just above Black Widow. I do use Black Widow more than Iron Man, but I will put Iron Man above because I do think Iron Man is a character that you can have more fun with. Obviously fly around and obviously do some more stuff with Iron Man. I do prefer Black Widow personally, but overall in strength wise and who's stronger in this game, I do think Iron Man is stronger. So now on to Kate Bishop. Now I like Hawkeye. I don't use Kate Bishop much. I've used her once or twice and I didn't really like her like Hawkeye. So I think I don't know if I can put anyone in D, because I don't think there's any character in this game that's actually that bad. So I'm going to put her with Hawkeye in C, as they are kind of the same character, just with different abilities obviously, and different abilities on the crossbow, but not crossbows, their bow and arrows obviously. So yeah, there's not much to say about Kate Bishop. She has got some nice skins as well, but obviously there we go. I don't really use her much, so I can't really judge her that much, but I'm going to put her in C, and maybe in the future I might use her more, and that could change. Now on to the last two, and the first one last three, but obviously there's no Black Panther on this one, so I'm just going to be ranking him where I think he deserves to be. So now on to Miss Marvel, or Kamala Khan. Now this is obviously the character that the game is heavily based on. It's not really an Avengers game, it's more based on her storyline. Obviously it is an Avengers game, but it's more based on Kamala's storyline. I'd love to see an Avengers 2 get a sequel to this game where Kamala's a part of the Avengers, but because now that she's a part of the Avengers, it will be more based on the Avengers. It won't just be based on her story leading up to the Avengers. So that would be cool to see another game about all the Avengers together and a whole storyline about them, but that's not what it's about. It's about Kamala, and I think she is a cool character, but obviously you use her most of the time in the story, and she obviously does get repetitive after you use her for a while. But then obviously as you start to get into the storyline, you start to find different characters, and you start to get everyone else together, and you can start using other people. But for the start, and for a base character, I do think Kamala Khan is a very good character to start off with, and I think that some of her abilities are very cool to use, and I do think that she is a strong character. But like some of these other characters, I don't use her much, but I do think that she is more powerful, or in this game a better character to use than Hawkeye and Kate Bishop. So I'm going to put her in B, but I'm going to put her just behind Hulk, because I do think I prefer using Hulk in the Avengers game. Now on to the last two, or the last one that you can actually see. I'm just going to be ranking Black Panther where I think he should go. But Thor. Now Thor is my main character in this game, and I love him. His obviously Mjolnir is so overpowered. His abilities, you can just drop Mjolnir and just kill them easily, and whilst they're stuck under Mjolnir, you can just kill other people. You can kill the other AIM soldiers and obviously other enemies in the game whilst Mjolnir. I think the abilities in this game, obviously the Bifrost with the lightning, I think that's amazing ability as well. So overall, I think Thor is a good character, an amazing character. He is my main. and that is why he's going to be going in S above Captain America, because I do think that he is an amazing character, and his skins are good as well. I think obviously the skin I want the most is his endgame skin, if it gets added, but you know, I think that not his endgame skin, his the one I would love to see a skin where it's like in endgame, where obviously, you know, when he's like overweight, you know, that would be funny to see. But yeah, Thor is my main, and I think he's an amazing character. Obviously his abilities are just amazing. Now obviously you can't see Black Panther with T'Challa, you can't see him, but overall I think the DLC was amazing. I thought it was very fun to play, and Black Panther is a very fun character to play as, which is why I'll put him in S above Captain America. I think Black Panther is a fun character to play. He's got a lot of stealth, his abilities are very fun to use as well, and I can't wait to see more characters in the future get added to this game. Maybe possibly Doctor Strange. Obviously I know there's meant to be a Spider-Man DLC, but obviously that's only PlayStation exclusive, which is annoying, but I guess we'll have to deal with it, and hopefully we will get more DLCs in the future. Obviously maybe Doctor Strange, and obviously many others, Wanda or Scarlet Witch. There is many that could get added to the game, but we can make a video about that in the future, and we probably will. So if you did enjoy this video, please like and subscribe. Tell us who your favourite character is in the Avengers, or your main in the Avengers game. Hope you enjoyed the video. Have a good day, and goodbye.